All right, so we're back. And today, instead of Dizzy, I have the King.
Hey,
So this is actually my other brother, the professor's son. So we're keeping it all in the family, okay, folks? Today we're going to do novelty personality records. These are records I have. This is number 2 in the series just because I did one by myself. And these are records that didn't really fit anywhere else in my collection. I was like, okay, this isn't really, they're more known for who they are and not because they had a great record and had great vocals and everything like that. Or, it just comes from the radio. Also, anyway, you'll see, we'll just do it. And our first one up is The Age of Television. The Age of Television, which I think is just a single record. Yeah.
I feel
just,
like I had this record before.
uh-huh.
It's got an old ad for Charlie McCarthy and what's his name?
Edgar Bergen.
Edgar Bergen. Yeah, it's funny, ventriloquism on a record. Seems just seems
That
kinda,
is novelty, isn't it?
just
That
seems
is novelty.
seems a little too easy.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know. There's something
That is
about
pretty funny.
yeah.
It's like I know I don't know if it's in here, but I have Johnny Carson, right?
Yeah.
Doing bits. And again, without the video, it's like.
This doesn't
okay.
have the booklet. I'd be very curious to
Oh.
see what the booklet is.
You think there's a booklet?
Yeah.
Say?
Also, this really dates it right. Like this is clearly just after
That's
the
a
moon landing.
Yeah, nice TV console TV.
Yeah, like right after they faked the moon landing.
What's
they
the kid's
released
holding?
this
The
record.
kid looks like he's holding some sort of drill.
A rocket.
Oh, rocket.
rocket.
Good.
That could be you.
That's still. But look at the point on this thing.
But that could be you. Yeah.
That looks like that could be really dangerous.
You think it's kind of weird to do a record about television? A record about radio kind of makes sense.
Yeah, and they're looking at a basically an old radio. I mean, the inside of it has the little picture of a TV, and you forget how primitive TV was starting out. That might be what they had. But yeah,
Although
Milton
nowadays
View,
people are watching entire series on their iPhone.
yeah, that's true.
So
Yeah.
we've gone back to this.
Yeah, I saw one of the upright videos, and they're making shorter ones,
Yeah.
mini movies. And I mean, how much smaller do you have to have it? Milton Berle and Hugh Downs with Arlene Francis narrating this fine recording of I assume hits of these are. Now I gotta look because I'm like going, okay, what else is on here besides Charlie McCarthy? Oh, great! You aren't going to tell me.
Well, we're doing a deep dive now.
Oh, yeah,
of
a
the
little
TV
bit.
record.
Yeah.
I don't think you have the booklet there, so I don't think.
Oh,
you're
the
gonna be able to
booklet
tell.
had. You think it came? You knew
Yeah.
it came with the booklet, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, that's
Moving
Age
on.
of Television. Next, we have sound effects records. These
Okay.
were popular.
I've definitely had some of these records.
And I've got a couple here. Sounds of Sound.
Yeah, I've had Sound of Sound.
And Jet Engine and Test Cell, Afterburn, Sonic Boom, and F-104 Supersonic Jets. Has sports cars on curves with crash. Now you were talking about some race car record
Yeah,
that
I
you
have.
remember.
I have a whole series of records that are like speedway records, where it's like they recorded race cars in the '60s or something,
Yeah.
and they're just going around. Yeah. But this kind of thing is also like, I guess, this is long before people had access to sound effects on
Bytes,
the internet,
right?
soundboards and stuff like that.
Right. So if Pink Floyd wanted to get a phone sound or something, they'd have to look to one of these kind of records to get it, or go out and record it themselves.
And then in the '70s, you had those environments records, which were sort of like you're supposed to get stoned and like listen to the sounds of nature or something.
Yeah, I think I have some of those. I remember I have one called Brian Eno's Ambient Sounds in Airports or something like
Oh
that.
yeah, well that's music for airports. Yeah, I listen to that to fall asleep. I do.
Wonderful.
That's good. It's good music for sleeping.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I've had this record before.
Best of the bloopers.
I was a big bloopers fan as a kid.
Yeah, you love to hear people make mistakes.
Kids say the darndest things, bloopers. Also, I grew up in the age of bloopers too, like in movies. At the end of every movie, you would have, like the Cannonball Run movies or whatever. You'd have like Burt Reynolds and Dom DeLuise cracking each other up or something like that. But this is like, what is this, 60s bloopers?
Yeah, maybe earlier.
Okay.
Hail to the Chief, Honeymooners. Next on Ed
Okay.
Sullivan. Baseball play-by-play, Gomer Pyle, Howdy Doody Kid Show.
Okay. This is your childhood here.
Maybe before my childhood.
But I've definitely had this record, and I knew a lot of
Yeah.
these shows and
Right, right.
syndication, and yeah, I guess that would be a novelty, right? Hearing Jackie Gleason crack himself up or something.
Right, right, right. And some of these, I remember not being that awesomely funny. You know, there'd be one or two actually funny things. Others were just like, okay, they kind of crashed there. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. But you know, interesting. Like you say, and it was uncensored, which always,
Yeah.
you know, grabbed us young people. You go, there's something uncensored, something naughty. Oh
Yeah.
boy, I gotta have it. Gotta have it.
Speaking of television, this is the Brady Bunch phonographic album, and it looks like they look like the Incredible String Band there, don't they?
A little bit.
Like, kind of dress up like
Yeah.
British folkies, you know? I
Yeah.
think it's supposed to be like a 1920s style look. or
Yeah, it's a
something.
1920s portraits. They're all dressed up.
But what the hell is it? Like, what's the music, Andy?
On this one, I don't know if we got some big hits on this one. Not that they had a bunch of big hits. You know, when they had that new Brady Bunch movie, which now is
Yeah.
20 years old probably, and
Yeah.
then they had the second one after. You know, I kind of really got into some of those songs. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, A Sunny Day. You know, but I'm not seeing that one on here.
I don't know if the people watching this can tell, but you and I are a good 10 years apart in age.
Right, that's what makes it fun because with
and I-
Dizzy, it's a
Yeah,
14.
and I think that you watched this in first run, and then when I was growing up, the Brady Bunch was in syndication.
Sure.
So it was a little bit like hand-me-down. Back then, it was like hand-me-down television, right? I also watched Leave It to Beaver, which was
Oh,
already...
I watched Leave It to
But
Beaver.
it
when
was already too old-fashioned,
Right,
you know?
right, yeah.
It was already a little bit like, who talks to their parents this way, you know? Whereas the Brady Bunch was like a little bit hipper.
Yeah, but who gets Bobby Sherman or you know, they had a couple of different. That Joe Namath dropped by. They had a bunch of different celebrities.
What are they
and
singing?
Hanging out with the architect. I mean, this is quite the stretch that an architect is going to have all these celebs just happen to be dropping in to his family's home and hanging out. I know they had one of the monkeys, Davy Jones, came on
On the Brady Bunch.
the Brady Bunch.
Okay, yeah, there's seal. They're doing Seals and Croft Summer Breeze.
Oh, no, must
On
be
here?
pleasant. Yeah.
Yeah. Charlotte's Web from the motion picture Charlotte's Web. I even remember that song.
Wow.
River Song from the movie Tom Sawyer. Interesting.
Yeah. Well, you know, they had other people, just like with the monkeys. You know, they had someone else creating what they thought would be material that they could cover.
It feels like
right?
they're trying to hone in on the Partridge Family.
Definitely.
Right? Did you
Definitely.
already say that? And I just
No, but they
Yeah.
definitely were doing
Yeah,
that.
okay.
They were, you know, they had been on for a while, and Partridge Family came on.
The
and
Partridge
it was
Family
like-
can sing.
They really could sing.
I mean, I don't
At
think
least
that-
two of them could.
I mean, like the Brady Bunch, the opening song, none of them can sing for a damn.
Not a whole lot. No, that's for sure. No.
I don't know what this is.
This-
It's
that-
more Brady Bunch.
More Brady Bunch, yeah.
The
The
kids
kids
from
from
the
the
Brady
Brady Bunch, yeah. Love Dory. It's a sunshine day, right? There's that song. So that's what I'd call their biggest hit, Sunshine Day.
Just want to say, Thomas
But
Austin, if you're
I don't know
watching
if-
this is your inheritance right here.
This is it, boy. Whoa. And half price books, it was $2.98, but now it's, you know, who knows? But yeah, I didn't pick it up back in the day. I picked it up more, 20 years ago. But
But I bet you that's still a first pressing.
yes, and but I kind of like
Should
that,
check and
the
see if it's a
novelty.
butcher cover one
Butcher
or not.
cover,
Just,
I don't think the Brady's had that. Sorry.
all right, this is
There's the one I was talking about. Here's Johnny, right?
That's-
So this is Johnny Carson without the annoying video, right? No annoying video. But I remember Clarence what was it, Clarence and their Copper Clappers, or where they do a bit with the guy from Dragnet,
Yeah.
Jack Webb, and it's great. I mean, that is great. That they were able to do that all with a straight face and get through the whole bit. Very impressive.
It's funny how many of these novelty records are just TV on records. It's a very specific time.
Yeah, or radio on records, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's that.
Wow. This was never really a thing for me.
Oh.
Sean Cassidy.
The Do Ron Ron.
Well, I know that song. Was that his song?
That was he covered it and had a hit with it.
But see, Andy, I don't know why this isn't
up on my wall.
Hanging up.
Yeah, I should probably. Oh, it's torn. Oh my God. Sorry.
Oh no. We got to tape that up.
Yeah.
Oh, and he signed it and everything. Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
Okay. So who did the
Sean Cassidy, David Cassidy's younger brother?
Did
For
the
anyone that might
original
not
The
know.
Do Run Run?
I
Motown
want to say Ron
song?
Netz or somebody
It's a
like
Motown
that.
song.
Do Ron Ron, the Do Ron Ron. It might say on there. I might give the credit at some place. Range? No. Producer? I'd have to look deep. I don't want to do it.
We just found the worst record in your collection.
The worst record. Chevy Chase.
I have this record, so I happen to know this is a very bad record.
Yeah, no. Well, he's got some good people. He's got Steve Gadd on it. I don't see anybody else right off the top. But he played piano a little bit on
his TV show.
On his late night
very
talk show.
famous talk show.
Very famous, short-lived talk show.
It's all covers again. So he does the national anthem. He covers Randy Newman's Short People. He does I Shot the Sheriff, and if I remember correctly, he tries to sound like Rastafarian when he's singing. It's a little bit like, what's going on there, Chevy? And then
Beatles Let Be.
16 Tons, Wild Thing, and Rapper's Plight. Which I'm guessing is a parody of Rapper's Delight. But I bet that the musical personnel is all great on there.
Yeah, no,
because it was all whoever he was doing coke with at the time.
Yeah,
probably.
And Tom Scott, great sax player, and also I think is in Chevy Chase's little band that he had. I think when he had that late night show. But do
you have that show recorded anywhere?
I don't know. I
feel like it's a collector's item.
It could be. I did record a lot of late night TV. But yeah, Chevy Chase, you're looking at this and go, oh, a comedy record. No, it's he was singing and
you know what it reminds me of too?
Playing piano.
Do you remember when Bruce Willis tried to have a blues career?
Bruno.
And he did that Return of Bruno. And that all started because he was on those commercials, Seagram's Golden Wine Coolers. Do you remember that? Where he'd be like, Seagram's Golden Wine Cooler. He was kind of doing this like soulful thing. And then he ended up with a blues career. And I think it's very similar. It's like a comedian playing it straight. Also, Eddie Murphy did that with My Girl Wants to Party All the Time.
Yeah,
I had that record as well. What do you think?
Have a Coke and a Smile.
Wow.
Is that a novelty? There you go.
But that's all because of that one commercial, right?
Right. Yeah.
I'd like to teach the world to sing, right?
Right. I'm looking for it.
It's got to be them.
It's got to be in there, right? I'd like to teach the world to sing, number 11.
Okay.
On side B.
Are these all Coca-Cola songs?
I have a Coke and a Smile overture, instrumental, a samba.
I'm sorry.
Pop rock Pointer Sisters.
So they were just really milking it.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they all did different commercials. Sister Sledge. I have to go back and listen to this, but this is kind of interesting, right? I mean, there's a reason I picked it. Enter Billy Davis, renowned record producer that already worked with the biggest names in the music industry. He records superstars Aretha Franklin and Ray Charles singing the song for Coke in their own personal style. Yeah, and Billy Davis, I'm sure that's the same from the not the Mamas and Papas, but the Aquarius, Fifth Dimension.
Fifth Dimension.
So I think that's the same Billy Davis. But he's got Jerry Butler's Mere Favorites. It just, it looks like fun. If you look on the back there, you'd see them all recording and having a good time and getting paid. I'm sure they were getting paid. And Coke adds life. So there you are. What's next?
Okay, this is all you. I don't know this band.
You don't know the Castles?
I mean, I know the record cover. This is during that period where you make everyone look like they're in Mad Magazine or something.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right about it. And that on the back too. It's got a lot. Like
I don't
that.
know the Cowsills. Are they kind of like the
Cowsills.
Monkees? Are they kind of like a?
They were the original Partridge Family.
Okay.
This was the band that they stole the idea from.
Are they
right?
all brothers?
They're all family. Yeah. Barbara, I think, is the mom.
Because this really looks like someone went down to the fairgrounds and got a caricature of the whole family.
Oh, it's that 60s
like,
style
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
And this is the best of the Cowsills. So they already had put out their own records. But The Rain, The Park, and Other Things, that was a big one for them. Let me look through here and see if seems like there's got to get away from it all. No, poor boy B. I'm not seeing Meet Me at the Wishing Well, In Need of a Friend, Captain Sad and His Ship of Fools. It's not. They had another hit, I think, besides The Rain, The Park, and Other Things, but it's not coming to my head. And it'd be weird that they put this out without it on.
And just for the folks at home, this is still in the original shrink wrap, so you want to get on this.
Ooh, yeah.
You want to get on this.
It was bought at Frederick and Nelson for $3.33,
which is
woo!
A very
Where you
conspicuous price.
Where you want to buy records at Frederick and Nelson, yeah, at the department store.
You know what? Show everybody this.
Yeah,
I had one of these Co-Star records.
Mm-hmm.
This is records where you're supposed to pretend you're in a movie.
Right.
And so you have an actor that you're doing a scene with.
Right.
And there should be a script in here. Is there a script in here?
Yeah, I believe there is, because I have a couple of these.
So the one I had was with the actor Fernando Lamas.
You look
it was
marvelous.
that guy,
marvelous.
the guy that Billy Crystal always made fun of.
Yeah.
And you're playing the woman in the scene too, which is really funny.
Yeah. You know what? It's in there, but I got this sealed.
Oh,
up,
yeah, it's sealed. Yeah,
I don't think I want to.
No. They'll lower the
mess it
resale
up.
value.
Yeah, I can't believe
all those guys on Discogs
Never
that are
opened this
the
thing.
Basil Rathbone fans on Discogs are just
You'd be going nuts.
looking for a sealed copy.
Sealed copy of it. Oh my God! I feel like I must have heard it, but maybe I didn't.
I mean, same deal here. Actually, this one is open.
Doll. Yeah. So you'll see in that one.
I've seen Casablanca about a dozen times. Gun to my head, I don't know who Arlene Dahl is.
Yeah.
But maybe that's my mom is going to be sending in some angry user comments.
I feel like
don't you know who Arlene Dahl is?
Come on.
She has.
I feel like she was on that game show, but that might have been just Francis. I don't know, but I feel like Arlene Dahl was one of those.
Well, I think she plays Ilsa.
Game shows.
So she plays Ilsa.
Ilsa. Mm-hmm.
Anyways, this is scenes from between Rick, that would be Bogart,
right, Bogart,
and Ilsa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think who played Ilsa. That would be Bergman, right? Bergman.
Well, okay, so Arlene Dahl is doing the Bergman parts. Is that the idea?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not supposed to know who Arlene Dahl is. She's just.
From that time period, she was an actress, but
they couldn't get Bergman. Huh?
No.
Okay. Well, because they have some big. So this is the list of the Co-Star records.
Right. I got some of them here.
Cesar Romero, Fernando Lamas. That's the one I have.
Arlene Dahl,
George Raft, June Havoc, Cedric Hardwick,
Basil,
Virginia Mayo, Tallulah Bankhead. Well, she was a big star.
Yeah.
But maybe not when these were coming out.
Right. This she was done.
Vincent Price. I mean, come on. Paulette Goddard, Don Amici, Jimmy Rogers, Pearl Bailey, Slapsy Maxie Rosenblum. Who's that?
Yeah, I'm sorry, don't know. Not famous enough. But yeah, it's definitely a novelty. It's definitely a novelty. A record where you can.
There's probably someone who's got the whole Co-Star collection.
There probably is. I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's young budding actors.
We're at the halfway marks. If you need to go pee, now's your chance. Oh yeah, no, this I've never seen this one before.
Six Presidents Speak: A Profile of the Presidency. So these are different speeches, I believe, by different presidents. You got Roosevelt, Truman, Eisenhower, Kennedy, Johnson, and Nixon. Wow, they put the Constitution of the United States of America on the back here, just in case.
So Nixon must have been in
catch up.
office and not disgraced.
Yeah.
Also,
72.
72. I mean,
And it was put out by Ford
Ford Motor Company.
Company. Yeah, always enjoy those things that are put out by,
So this is the
special
Ford Motor
products.
Company celebrating Richard Nixon and putting him in the illustrious group of Roosevelt, Truman, Eisenhower, JFK, and Lyndon B. Johnson. Mm-hmm. Okay. So why would Ford release a record like this?
Maybe it was, well, it wasn't the centennial. That was in 76. So, they did this stuff. I mean, I do have other records of speeches and such. And
Do you think we're going to get a Donald Trump record? I mean, he's got a lot of speeches at this point.
that could be, yeah. I don't know how that will go. So now we have everything Archie.
This is another one. Again, the comic book influence here. Mm-hmm. This band was named after the Archie.
Right, Archie Comics.
Archie
and
Comics.
You even got Archie there in the back. And I want to say Mickey Most, the guy from England, might have had something to do with this.
Okay.
But it probably won't tell me here either. Right? They had these very vague liner notes. Don Kirshner music supervision and produced by Jeff Barry.
Yeah.
But I can't remember who the actual. I don't know if it's the Wrecking Crew that's actually doing this stuff. Yeah, I think might have been.
So you're saying it's not Archie singing on the record?
No, it's not Archie singing on the record. But it was Sugar. Sugar was a big hit, and they even made the paper on the back of the cereal box that you could get a paper version of the Sugar, and that was pretty prized in the backs of honeycombs or Sugar Crisp.
Are you more of a Betty guy or Veronica guy?
I would say Veronica.
Me too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And here we got Richard Chamberlain sings. And this is one of those things, right? Is he known for his singing? No. He played Dr. Kildare on TV. But he also ended up playing Shogun and a bunch of other those little miniseries that they had.
Matthew McConaughey has written 3 books. Did you know that? And one of them is one of them is a children's book. Billy Bob Thornton has released a number of records. Movie stars they get to a certain status, they can do whatever they want.
That's right. No, well, that's it. That's the whole thing. Here we got another one. Jeff Conway, right?
Who's that?
Jeff Conway. Who's that? Well, you remember the show Taxi? Well, he was in the show Taxi.
Oh, okay. He was the young guy.
He was the young in Taxi, right?
Okay.
And so he
was not the funny talking foreigner or Danny DeVito or the guy from Back to the Future.
No.
He was the other guy.
He was the guy. And he was kind of cute, and so they decided to let's try to put him on a record. And it didn't. I don't think it fared well, but I thought it was kind of I don't know. It's a novelty.
You just made me think of this. Is there an Andy Kaufman record?
There probably is an Andy Kaufman record. I don't have it, but
because he did Elvis and he did.
I'm sure there's got to be some record out there.
Okay. I don't know what the hell this is.
The DeFranco Family. This is another.
Oh, you know what? I had this record.
You don't know this record?
Well, I bought it as a joke, because this was really funny to me in high school in the 80s.
Sure.
Look at the people on the back of this record.
Yeah. Say the last dance for me.
This is like somebody trying to do the Osmonds.
Right. And they had the song, It's a Love Beat, and when we meet, it's a great big celebration, something like that.
Love Beat.
There you go.
Yeah.
And that was the DeFranco Family.
Also, the graphic design on this is great. Like, all of this rainbow borders around everything.
Yeah, they did something like that on a Partridge Family record, and we might come across that. I don't know if we're going to get that deep.
This kind of reminds me, as a kid, and I would read the cereal box. This is a very
right,
or Dynamite magazine. It's there's so much text on here.
Oh yeah, no, they're helping the kids out with their reading skills.
Yeah.
It's great.
I don't know who that is.
That
looks like some boomer stuff.
It is Susan Hayward.
Okay.
With A Song in My Heart I'll Cry Tomorrow, and Smash Up. And she was a great actress. I mean, there's a lot of great movies. I think Snake Pit is one. Maybe you know. It says there's some vocals by Jane Froman on here, and so on some of it isn't even her, right? This is 1950 vote by Jane Froman.
Okay.
But then one of them, I'll Cry Tomorrow, is she has the vocals on that one, and Smash Up, the story of a woman, a different person is singing on that one. So all recordings on this album appear on LPs for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and probably the last time. But it gave another one of these artists that they were just going, let's see if we can get a record and get some sales out of her for that.
I think we should do the two of these together.
Okay.
And you're gonna have to talk about these because
this was the first concert I went to. I would call, not rock concert, but a lot of times when people ask you, what was your first concert? Well, truth was, it was kind of this. We went to Disneyland, and we ended up seeing the King family, which they would pop on maybe shows like My Three Sons. Maybe they popped onto that one, but they were just, and Lawrence Welk, they might have had some specials too. I mean, it says the King family show, so they might have just had their own summer replacement series, but they had like 30 people in this family, and they all sang. And it shows this here, right? It shows the whole listing of all these folks, right? And they all sang, and they sang pretty well.
again, the sheer amount of text on the back of this record.
Yeah, a lot
That's
of
like
information.
10,000 word essay.
The King cousins, the four King sisters, they did the whole King family, Elise King. So, and the other group that I saw that night was the Union Gap. Came out of the garden stage. They came out of that.
They were the support act?
No, they came like when you were having lunch. You know how that one stage comes out of the ground, it's a garden, and then
It's been a while for me in
goes up.
Disneyland.
Well,
Is it still like that?
I think they still do it. I think last time I was there, they had like a violin group that was awesome.
Okay.
But it was cool. But it was quite a big band actually. Union Gap coming to Disneyland, in a pretty small spot, but for a little 8-year-old or whatever I was at that time.
I mean, I saw the Beach Boys of
11.
Great America in Santa Clara, but it was without Brian Wilson.
Yeah.
And they were horrible.
I saw him at the Giants game with the professor.
Okay, Lenny and Squiggy. This is a great record, man.
Well, that's what
I mean, I have no idea. I don't have no idea if it's a good record, but like, actually, it could be a good record if because Michael McKean, who's Lenny, right? Is he
right.
Lenny?
Yeah, he's Lenny.
Michael McKean was in Spinal Tap.
Right.
And the Ruddles, and I mean, he's been doing
the folk thing too.
Yeah.
The wind blown out of my butt.
A mighty wind.
A mighty wind. There we go. A mighty wind. Yeah, thank you.
What are you trying to tell us?
I don't know. I think that's what they're trying to have a little fun with it. But this is them doing kind of 50s stuff. Probably a little humor mixed into it too.
I don't know how this landed for you when you were at that age, because you were in college, I guess, in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
But like
in the 70s? No, not in college. High school.
High school. Thank
Maybe.
you. Late 70s, early 80s, though, when this show's on, right? Is the show late
It went
70s,
pretty
late 80s?
long. It went pretty long.
So what I'm trying to say is Laverne and Shirley, Happy Days. This was always weird to me, and also Grease. How much the 50s? There was a lot of 50s stuff when I was a kid.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Did you have this as well? I mean, you were older.
People, they like to look back, be nostalgic, and it became kind of weird as far as the nostalgia after it got into the 60s for them.
Yeah.
Trying to try to go back. And I've seen that in some movies too, where things look a little weird.
I think it's like there's the 20-year rule, right? So there's like 20-year gap in these nostalgia cycles. But I remember growing up with a lot of 50s stuff. And it already felt a little weird to me, like Happy Days and Laverne and Shirley and Grease,
We had a 70s parties in the 80s. we tried to just beat it all, and we had a 70s party in like 80, 85.
Yeah. The thing is, there are young people doing 80s parties now who were not alive in the 80s.
Right.
And they have a very idealized version of the 80s, If you ever want to ruin their 80s party, just be like, hey, have you heard this Huey Lewis record? This is great. You got to put this on. I mean, I love Huey Lewis, but you know what I'm trying to say. They're like, it's Depeche Mode, it's whatever, it's Susie and the Banshees. It's like, no, it's Phil Collins.
Yeah, there's other things going on.
It's Manfred Mann's Earth Band.
Yeah,
It's Boz Scaggs.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the last one. You saved the best for last. This is the ultimate family record, the ultimate family band record. Wow, Andy.
I know.
By the way,
family sings.
Yeah. If the police are watching, this is just for educational value. By the way,
That's it, just for educational. This record was made somewhere.
Tell me
somehow.
about this record.
It's Terry Metzler and Dennis Wilson.
Yeah.
Dennis Wilson kind of got to know Manson and thought he could sing, and he brought him in to Terry Metzler, and Terry Metzler decided he couldn't. So he or just didn't have the material or whatever. But
is this
that's the
the
reason
same
he got pissed off at
previously
Metzler.
unreleased Terry Metzler? Because there is a record, Charles Manson Lie. I don't know if you've seen that record.
Oh no.
L-I-E, but
I feel bad having this record. I don't want to feel him worse.
Kind of curious. Oh wow, it's on white vinyl.
Anything to sell a record, I guess. Huh?
And it has a couple of paragraphs. Wow, this seems like it might be illegal
I don't know.
to possess. We can just edit this part out, right?
Oh, there you go. Sure.
Yeah, we could just edit this part out.
So that's it for strange, unusual novelty records. I still have more, but not for today. So thanks a lot, King. I appreciate the insight. And
I mean, I get it all from the professor.
I will.
I'm a chip off the old block.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Catch you next time. Champ out.